Hello, everybody. Um, I am P.SmithArtist, and I am here today introducing my new YouTube page. And basically, let me get my camera situation right. And basically, I wanted to create a new YouTube page and put out some content. And the content that I wanted to discuss or to put out to the public is my artwork, talking about my artistic journey, talking about the context of the pieces and the meanings of the pieces. And so art is one of those things that is super important. And even if you get it or you don't get it, if you're not an art person, that's fine too. But there's still great meaning. There's still ability to bring forth messages and just good information into the world, into this plane of existence. So my artistic journey has been a long one. I do have a master's degree in fine arts, and I have been creating for several years, doing all types of shows, group exhibitions, solo exhibitions. But the main takeaway from my artistic journey is learning the importance of your craft, learning the importance of doing what you do and how effective it could be for people, for your audience, for your viewers. I've had works that I've done and done shows where I've had fantastic feedback. I've had times in life when I have been very up, making constant sales and selling the work and everything. But right now, the focus is on raising the vibrations of the people, really bringing positivity through my craft. So some of the other things that I'll be bringing forth on this YouTube channel is information about holistic living, about spiritual, some spiritual concepts, tools, and things that we can use on our journey, and crystals and some other products that I make. I have been known to create some very, very good and effective products that have been very, very helpful to people in the past and to myself. I am the type of person that I don't heavily subscribe to Western medicine, and I will rather find a way to heal or to cure something with in a natural way, in the most natural way possible. So these are some of the things that I will be talking about and bringing forth on this channel and sharing with you all. But for right now, you can definitely subscribe and like this video and subscribe to my channel, because that way you can get all this great information. You will be able to get your hands on some of these fantastic products that I've been creating and some wonderful pieces of artwork. So the types of artwork that I make, I mainly focus on narration and portraiture. And one of the great things about myself is that you can contact me if you are big on ancestor veneration, right? You don't know what ancestor veneration is? Ancestor veneration is basically you continuing to connect with your ancestors on the spiritual plane. So I believe our ancestors don't just die and vanish and disappear, but that we still have the ability to connect and communicate with them. So I would love if people would, want to have portraits or pieces done of their ancestors so that they can put it up on their altars, so that they can continue to stay connected with their ancestors, with their loved ones, with the ones that are looking out for them, with the ones that are guiding them along their spiritual journey. A lot of our loved ones that have passed and that have transitioned, they started something. They started really big things, very powerful things, And a lot of times it's for us. It might skip a couple generations, but a lot of times it's for us to finish off their work and to really connect and to get on the path to our destiny so that we can be living this life as effective and active as we possibly can. So I'm here to provide a few tools that will help you along your way. That's all. I don't know everything. I'm not claiming nothing. All I know is I done figured out a few formulas and I want to share it with you. So I have this stone right here. So this is one of the things that I'll be talking about. But this stone in particular is black tourmaline. So this is a black tourmaline palm stone. And the importance of black tourmaline is a few things that I'll talk about. In each of the recordings that I do, I'll be talking about a different stone as much as possible. Hey, some stones might be good enough that I might have to run it back and do it again. But at any rate, this stone right here is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is really great for blocking 5G radiation. 5G radiation comes from your cell phones. It comes from cell phone towers. There's computer electromagnetic smog and pollution that comes from your computer and from technology. And that all does damage to your psyche. It does damage to your mind. It does damage to your body and to your spiritual body. Okay? So I know a lot of you have heard of your pineal gland, right? And your pineal gland is a gland that helps you reach higher heights on your spiritual journey. So a lot of things that we do and that we, interact with on the daily, it calcifies and blocks that pineal gland. Black tourmaline is one of those stones that can really help to undo that, okay? It also aligns, charges your chakras, all of the chakras on your body. It can take negative energy and transmute it into positive energy. Negative energy is a low vibration, low and slow vibration. And so when we're operating on a low frequency, what does that look like to us, like on our everyday lives? Well, that can look like dysfunction. That can look like chaos, not getting along with each other, not being happy, so many different things. And black tourmaline helps with that, okay? So many other great things that I can say about black tourmaline, but I just want to keep it short. This is just an introduction video, y'all. So go ahead, Google it, look it up. Black tourmaline, really fantastic for grounding and protecting. What is grounding? Oh my gosh, right? Grounding to me, like in my own words, grounding is when you're going through life and you're having different things happen. Your feet are planted firm on the ground. Nothing can sway you. Nothing can knock you down, regardless of what life brings you, regardless of what people bring your way. People can be on some bull. People can be accusing you. People can be lying on you. They can be sabotaging a good thing that you're trying to do. But when you are grounded, you have the ability to stand firm in what you're doing and what you believe in and be confident in that thing and know that you got to keep going. So that is one of the beautiful things about being grounded. And black tourmaline is definitely a way for us to get there. So black tourmaline. Now, I also want to talk about one painting today, and I'm going to keep it really short, as short as I possibly can, because I can be a little bit long-winded when I'm talking about good stuff. So at any rate, y'all see this painting behind me? It's a wonderful painting. And I think I'm going to try to show it to you. Let me flip. Okay. All right. I should have had this better prepared. It's okay. So this is a painting that I did a couple months ago. Right? And this piece is called Flight of the Bird. Flight of the Bird. Okay. So in this piece, it's kind of a narrative piece. I'm talking about one of the Yoruba deities, Oshun, and I love telling this story. And the story is one of her roads, or one of her patakis is another word, another thing that they call it, term that they use in the culture. But this story is a story of Oshun. Oshun being one of the Orisha of the Yoruba culture. Main Orisha being Olodumare, the creator, the first. And he creates all of the other Orisha. Oshun is the last youngest. She's the youngest and most beautiful of all of the Orisha. So in this story, all of the Orisha gathers together. They all have different tasks and different things that they have to do on earth to create and cultivate the earth. And they decide once earth is created and cultivated, you know what? We don't need Olodumare. Now, in that culture, Olodumare is like God to us in the West. We don't need Olodumare. He's so far away. He never comes to see us or anything like that. Like, we got this under control. Okay? Let me see if I can put this in a better position here. So they like, we don't need Olodumare. We got this. We got it. So now, of course, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this painting in a better position. Now, of course, Olodumare can hear all of this talk they talking now. He can hear it all. And he's just like, okay, all right, y'all can go ahead and think y'all don't need me. So what does he do? He stops the rain. And when he stops the rain, once he stops that rain, everything goes. The people are starting to die. The wildlife, the crops, everything is dying because you need water. Oshun knows this. Oshun is the mother of the rivers and the sweet waters. So, once all of the Orisha realize, oh shoot, we done made a mistake. We got to fix this. We got to appease this energy that we've created. So, they try to use all their powers, all they might, all of that to get back up to the heavens, Olodumare, and get his forgiveness so he can bring the rain back. But they can't do it, y'all. They can't do it. The only one that can do it is Oshun. And she raises her hand and she says, hey, I can do it. I can go up to Olodumare. I can bring the rain back. And you know what they said to her? Who the heck you think you are? You ain't nobody. You ain't good at doing nothing but being cute. Why don't you just sit down and shut up? Just be pretty. Right? Now, if any of y'all know Oshun, y'all know she ain't gonna sit there and take that mess. So she takes all that energy and she transforms herself into a peacock. And she takes off in flight. She takes off all the way high up into the sky, flying hard and fast. She flew up so high, y'all, that she had to pass the sun. Okay? And once she passes that sun, she gets burnt up. It's too hot. She can feel her feathers burning. She can feel her beauty falling off. But she don't stop. She keep going. Okay? She keeps going and she flies even harder and even faster. And then she gets all burnt up. And then she turns into the buzzard. Turns to the buzzard. Now the buzzard has black, thick, coarse feathers and a ball bald red head. All her feathers got burned off, y'all. She sacrificed her beauty. And she went all the way up to Olodumare's palace. And once he opened up this palace gates, he saw her. And he already knew. And she, oh my goodness, Olodumare, I flew so far, I flew so wide. Please bring the rain back. And of course, he knew her flight. He knew everything that she had just gone through. So he gives the rain back. But he also makes Oshun the only Orisha that can go from earth to the heavens and bring forth the prayers and the messages of the people. She was the only one worthy enough. She was so brave and she was so selfless that now, when the people see that vulture in the sky, here in the West, now we think about death. We think about, there go the vulture flying up in the sky. Somebody about to die. No. In that culture, when they see that vulture, they think of Oshun. They think of her courage. They think of her bravery and her selflessness and how she provides and loves on her people. So, one of my absolute favorite stories to tell, and that is the story of Oshun. That is the story of Oshun, and who is one of the African Orishas or African deities. So, at any rate, I shared some pieces with you. I talked to you a little bit about crystals, talked to you a little bit about artwork and who I am, who P.SmithArts is, and hopefully by this time you would be interested in subscribing to my page and following and seeing more of the goodness that will be here for you. So at any rate, thank you all so much for liking and subscribing, and continue to follow me